Alright, figure I'd give you guys a break for a couple of days. Here's what I'm up against. I have this scanner here, which by the way, I like it actually. It does well. It has a lot going for it. It's basically the same as a Radio Shack that was out some time ago. Actually, I use a Radio Shack program to program it. It's digital and it works great for $230. It's a good deal. So anyway, so far I've been using it. I like it. I like the features. When I have it set for fire, the red light blinks. When it's police, the blue light will blink. If it's public works, the yellow light, and you can set whatever color light you want it to work on for what frequency. It has alphanumeric display, and it has a lot going for it. I mean, it does more than I can get into right now, to be honest with you. Anyway, make a long story short, I got some rechargeables in there, and now I have to I got the adapter, but what I want to do is I want to hook up something in the van so I can plug it in and charge it if I need to. And all my lighter plugs that I have are all either 12 to 14 volts or 4 volts, 4.5 volts. I've got nothing for 9 volts. Now, 12 volt would probably work. You know, I just don't want to overcharge the NiCads and have this thing shut down, because I don't know what the charging ability is for the unit itself. You know, does it have a shut off on it or not? Or does it rely on the charging unit that came with it, you know, that little transformer thing? You know, when it gets to a certain temperature, it shuts down. So I don't know at that point. So I do have a pretty heavy duty, good size lighter plug here, but it is a 12 volt in, 19.5 volt out. So it's got a pretty decent little board built into it here, which gives me enough room. So, seeing that I haven't got any parts, there's no way that I can even drop the voltage on this, because that would be the easiest thing to do. However, I have no parts. No resistors, transistors, capacitors. I got nothing. I got some heavy duty diodes, but that's not going to help. So, what I do have though is a number of different types of boards here. This one would be ideal if it has enough amperage, and I don't remember where I got it to figure out what the amperage would be on this, on this thing. So that's one thing, because it is variable, so I can set the voltage. That would fit inside there perfect, and I have no problems. This would also fit in there perfect with no problems, so I have to check that one. I believe this one is just a relay, time delay rather, so at that point that's not going to work. Now the other option is build this into a charging box, put a variable on it, which it already has one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. And just build this into a little box, bring the wires out that will reach or plug into the unit, or put a plug on here, and then I can charge up just about anything I want to charge in the van. So I'm thinking of just doing it that way. So we will see. Time will tell. So that's where I'm at that point. And it's getting late, so I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to leave all this stuff out here so I don't forget where I was. I was working on some signage over here. Come on, focus. There you go. And I'm working on some lighting for out in the back, and that's where I'm at. So I'm going to call it a day, because it's 3:23 in the afternoon, but it's time for me to call it a day. All right, guys. Catch you later.